Are you paying taxes for emergency services in another county? Enormous increases have left some St. Joseph County taxpayers confused. So ABC 57 investigative reporter Kevin Wormhold is going to show us what's behind the surge.
Americans are already feeling the pinch in their wallet. Due to the historical rise of inflation, people are spending more money on goods and services every day. So is it fair that residents in St. Joseph County are potentially paying for services in another county? In a world where taxes are an unavoidable reality, taxpayers demand answers when they skyrocket. The need for transparency and accountability in how elected representatives handle taxpayers' money cannot be overstated. St. Joseph County is no exception. Property tax statements reveal a breakdown of expenses covering county services, libraries, and schools. Those who live in Olive Township were shocked by a significant increase in one category, the airport tax. Kermit Walsh, a concerned resident from New Carlisle, expressed his astonishment.
I scanned down the line and I saw an item called airport tax. It was $600 and something. And I really thought this is something's off here.
The numbers speak for themselves, with an alarming increase of over 1,700%. I live in Olive Township, and when I opened up my statement, I noticed an increase of approximately $774, which last year was just $44. South Bend International has been undergoing a series of expansions and improvements for the past 3 years.
This project this year is about $22 million, a combination of federal grants, state and local monies.
According to CEO and Executive Director Mike Daigle, the financial breakdown of the project consists of approximately 90% federal grants, 5% state funding, and 5% local contributions. The local contributions includes funds generated through taxes imposed on airline tickets, which are then allocated to a dedicated trust. Additionally, the local responsibility also encompasses the airline tax reflected on homeowner property tax statements.
Our local share is about $1,100,000 is what we have to contribute to make the project go.
When asked about the significant increase experienced by Olive Township residents, Daigle told me he was not intimately familiar with the specific details.
I don't know about the increase that the township received. Not intimate enough with the knowledge and the details of all of those things. We know that we only get what is allowed for by the statute and by law.
So, I met with the County Commissioner Carl Baxmeyer, who represents Olive Township, to clear up this confusion.
It sounds trite to say, well, it was just a clerical error, but that's really essentially what it was. It caused a lot of confusion, and I had to go back and research why when it was brought to my attention, not only by you, but by some constituents.
Baxmeyer tells me that the increase in the airport tax has nothing to do with the airport construction, but instead, the fire territory in Hudson Township. All of Hudson Township sits in LaPorte County. Are taxpayers in St. Joseph County picking up some of the tax burden for LaPorte residents?
Not really. They were already paying for the fire and ambulance service in New Carlisle and the surrounding area. There's a big increase in LaPorte because they're now paying into the fire territory. I keep saying district fire territory.
So, why not create a line on the property tax specifically for the fire territory tax?
It's a state prescribed form, and it should have been broken out. It wasn't.
The tax for the fire district was moved to the airport line, which is also considered a special taxing district. It is not clear how much money is actually allocated for the fire territory.
So that was taken out of the township and should have been put, or has been put, in a what they call a special taxing district. So it got added to the existing airport special tax, which caused it to look like a huge increase.
Baxmeyer says the form will be itemized correctly next year, ending the confusion.
So next year when they get the statement, there will be airport, it'll go back down to what they've been accustomed to seeing, and there'll be a separate line for the the fire territory.
When I explained to Kermit what I learned, it did not put him at ease.
I would feel aggravated that they put it under the title of airport tax. It's misleading. You don't really know what it is.
He still left questioning his confidence in his local government representatives.
How can they be transparent to the taxpayers if they don't know? They're the ones that are supposed to know.
Olive Township did see taxes increase approximately 25% overall. If you want to file an appeal for your taxes, you must submit Form 130 to the assessor's office by June 15th. That's coming up in a couple of days. We'll have a link on our website at abc57.com. In studio, Kevin Wormhold, ABC 57 News.